welcome to another episode of the DJ Force X podcast. And this week, I'm joined by Dutch metalcore band Endeavour. I have Ichais and Anthony. Welcome.
Such a good job at
Yeah,
pronouncing my name.
great.
Thank you.
As professional as this one gets. Um, but yeah, you're kind of in the midst of releasing a remix EP at the moment, which we're going to talk about. By the time this comes out, the third remix will be out, by the way, just to sort of give you that. It's called As of Now. Following on from your album from a couple of years ago, For the Time Being. It's basically four remix tracks from that album by various electronic producers. Are they all Dutch electronic producers?
Yep, they're all Dutch, and one very funny detail is that one of them is a former member of the band.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so that's, to me, that's really cool.
Yeah, keeping that in the family.
Yeah, keep it in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of you've gone down that electronic route with it. Like listening to your album as well, that there are those sort of elements in there, but this is like full on kind of remixed, reimagined tracks, if you will. And yeah, mainly it's like because I found out you guys through you. Oh, I found out about you guys through Toronto is Broken, who runs
Yeah.
Yana Music. He's very big on the metal and drum and bass side of things, as of which I am as well. It's my sort of like it's always been my special weapon when I'm DJing rock clubs. Is to
Yeah.
suddenly break out some drum and bass that
Yeah, cool.
incorporates.
That's
works.
that's what we've been saying for years. It's whenever you get metalheads and you have to go to a club
Yeah.
or you're going out, drum and bass just works for metalheads.
It
It's
does.
so
It
funny how that works.
I know it's one of those things like I've been the DJ for well over 25 years. And I've always incorporated electronic music into my sets. I've had various residencies in the UK for various rock clubs over my time. And there's always a dance portion of my night that I always do because otherwise I just get bored of playing metal all night, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but for me, my brain, it doesn't compute. But by the time of night when I do it, they're drunk enough to not care, which is nice. But it's always been that drum and bass edge that I've always brought to it. Going back to I'm trying to think of the early stuff I used to play. I mean things like the Prodigy, Chemical Brothers, Underworld, things like that. Not all drum and bass, but they've kind of got that obviously the electronic vibe in there.
Yeah.
And over the years, bands have adopted this,
Mhm.
which has been absolutely fantastic. Obviously, currently got people like Pendulum, Toronto is Broken as well, Cell Dweller, Zardonic.
We're big fans of Pendulum. We actually went to a festival not too long ago,
Mm.
and Pendulum was one of the headliners. And it was an all metal festival, and Pendulum was one of the headliners, and it was great. It was amazing. It was
They are.
probably my favorite act of the whole weekend.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. So cool.
They are really
So
good. I've
cool.
seen them a couple of times live. I've been quite fortunate with that. I've also seen the DJ portion of it as well, where
Yeah.
it comes out.
I've actually been a big fan of Deadmau5 before I started listening to metal. I was a big fan of Deadmau5, and Deadmau5 has a collab with Rob Swire as well, right? The Ghosts and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fantastic as well. And
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I like
cool.
Pendulum. They just released a new album, as well, which is great. I did have it behind me. I've moved it because it was on top of my turntables and it looked a bit of a mess. But we're not here to talk about Pendulum and their album. We're here to talk about you.
Yeah.
As much as I want to, because they've just released it and they're playing a couple of intimate shows next week, which I can't go to, that are localish to me, and I'm gutted. Anyway, back to you guys, Endeavour. Like I said, you're in the midst of releasing this remixed EP. You've already released, for the time being, the Djente, is it La Djente remix?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Djente.
As in
That is
Djent.
that is the former Endeavour member, by the way.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then you released Black Box last week,
Yeah.
the Dismade remix with that one.
Yep.
And you're about to release Definite or yeah, Definite, the Battletek remix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
And then you've got one more on September the 5th, which is the track Breathe, and it's
Yeah.
the Power Shift remix, and the full EP release is out at that point, the bundle of all the tracks and all the
Yeah.
release and all that kind of stuff.
And it's funny because the Power Shift remix of Breathe already is like a drum and bass track.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was listening to it.
There already is a lot of drum and bass, and I'm sorry, I'm just dropping all these Easter eggs,
No, go for
but
it.
the track Breathe was written by
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
track
true.
Breathe is written by Djente.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
it's full
he
circle.
yeah,
Yeah.
so before when he was a member of the band, he
Yeah.
wrote two tracks, Definite and Breathe. And Breathe already has a lot of drum and bass influences, and now it's getting remixed by it's full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I like
Funny
it.
to me.
I've been fortunate enough to hear the whole thing, which is great.
Yeah.
And this is why I wanted to talk to you guys mainly. I mean, Christian, sorry, Transfer's Broken reached out to me because I downloaded it from the resource that he sends out, and I left a little little comment review, etc. You know, you have to leave a rating and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, having heard the whole thing is great because it's not just straight up one type of drum and bass either. It kind of hits
No.
multiple different subgenres within the drum and
Yeah.
bass field. So you got a bit of
It's
liquid,
all
got
over
a
the
bit of
place.
jump up, you got a bit of what's the word? I can't. Is it neurofunk? Neurofunk ish. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you mean the Black Box remix, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's neurofunky. Yeah.
yeah,
I
exactly.
get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, so like it's not just that one because like a lot of people like will bring in drum and bass as one thing, and the only separation would be jungle because that's the early sort of version of it. Um, but yeah, there's all these like subgenres of drum and bass as well. Liquid is a big one of mine. I love liquid drum and bass,
Yes.
and jump up as well, like big rim stuff. Obviously that's the sort of like stuff works on the dance floor, if you will. But
Yeah.
when I'm chilling out, a bit of liquid is is good. And you seem to cover like a lot of that in the EP itself. Was that a deliberate act on it, or was that literally just the luck of the people you got involved? They wanted to do
Yeah.
that track.
Yeah.
That's literally what it was because we didn't give them any direction. It was
Okay.
just there were four people that we wanted to work with. Of course, Legende because he's a former Endeavour member.
Hmm.
Then there's Dismade, who is an old classmate of ours.
Okay.
Because we went to conservatory together, and he was a classmate of ours. Then there's Battletek,
Yeah.
who we just know.
Yeah, he's a friend of our bassist.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's a friend of our bassist. And then there's
Power Shift actually was a so we went to, as Kai said, to conservatory, and we studied music and education.
yeah,
And Power Shift was a student of mine.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's was real cool to get him aboard on board for this project.
I didn't even know this.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
Oh, here you go.
exclusive there.
Easter eggs.
Yeah, Easter eggs.
No, but that's amazing. Like obviously you had Legente in there, and that's like one aspect of the family. But you're saying like old schoolmates, students of yours, all this. So it's
Yeah.
very much a family vibe to these remixes
Yeah.
as well. So it kind of
And
gives that.
yeah, and like we said, we didn't give them any direction. They just did what they wanted to do,
Yeah.
and this is the way it turned out, and we love it.
Nice.
It's just it's a yeah, it's got a family feeling,
It
and
does.
it's
It
very
does.
nice. Yeah,
Very good. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Going back to your album released a couple of years ago, because I listened to that as well, and it's a nice sort of that's what a slab of metalcore, if you will. But like with it had those electronic influences in there. What was your sort of, because there's a few bands out there that kind of don't, like metalcore seem to adopt certain electronic elements into it. Because the sort of the metalcore that I remember from back when I was a bit like when it came out of the new metal scene, it's very like Kill Switch Engage. It was oh shit. Uh,
Tribute.
I can't remember other bands at the moment, but Killswitch is the only one that comes to mind. But it was that kind of ilk of bands that were kind of coming
Yeah.
in. There wasn't much in the way of that kind of like
Yeah,
electronic.
well,
But what was
we
your?
we grew up. Our favorite band was Ask
Yeah,
Alexandria.
definitely.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Definitely.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense. Yeah,
we were young. Like
yeah.
we were 15, 16.
Yeah,
Our favorite band was Ask Alexandria. Of course, there was Of Mice and
yeah.
Men,
Yeah.
A Day to Remember.
A Day to Remember. I really started getting into Parkway Drive. Slipknot was one of my favorite bands.
Hmm.
But yeah, all the Linkin Park is one
Yeah,
of your favorites and
yeah, yeah.
sort of became one of my favorites because of you, but later and not as intense as it was for
Yeah.
you. But yeah, we always listen to. I have never listened. Like I'm starting to waarderen. Wat is waarderen in het
Appreciate.
Engels? I'm starting to appreciate. Sorry.
That's all right. It's all good.
I'm starting to appreciate like old school metal
Yep.
more and more as I get older.
Yeah.
But when I was young, I never listened to uh, I have never listened to a metal genre that didn't have like electronic influence.
Yeah.
It was always new metal. It was always metalcore bands like Ask Alexandria. It always had like the electronic
Yeah.
extra
Yeah.
spice.
Yeah.
They released a whole remix album, in fact, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Was it
and
Scratch?
we I listened to that as well, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That had, I think Cell Dweller did one of the remixes on that as well, from what I remember.
yeah, and Big Chocolate was like a big
Big
name
Chocolate,
back then.
yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
I played that a lot on my when I had a radio show.
the Mustache Man.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah,
But the Big Chocolate remix of, oh God, it was a really long name track, wasn't it?
yeah. If you can't ride two horses at once, you should get out of the circus.
Yes, similar
I
like that.
think
Yeah,
that was it,
Yeah.
yeah,
or it was the other one with the long name,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it was a long name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was, and I remember like when I got the EP or the album, I should say, and that was one of the big like remixes on it. Like I was like, that is a track I can mix into what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I can definitely say I should have like known that that was the influence on that front because I now remember that all of those. Obviously, Linkin Park, they had electronic elements in there. The Dust Brothers worked with them on that first album, um, with all the electronic parts, and then obviously Mike Shinoda sort of grew out of that, and Mr. Hahn as well, the DJ. Um, and I love any bands with DJs because I was a scratch DJ in a band.
yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
It's
That's
like
so cool.
any band.
It's an art, you know.
It is. It is.
It
Honestly, it is. I
really
had a
is.
conversation with who was I speaking to last week? Tala. There's a band called Tala.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
dude, Tala.
Yeah.
With Justin.
Yeah. I had a chat with Justin.
Oh my God, Justin is awesome.
Justin's
Justin,
really
if you're
was.
watching, you're a fucking beast, man.
He totally is. And we were talking DJs in metal bands and how like when because they've got one in their band and how they've realized that
Yeah.
there's someone they just kind of like with no guidance they can just do something.
Oh my God, that hyped me up, man.
It's
I'm sorry.
all right. It's all right. And I was one of those type of DJs because I'd say DJ music as well
Yeah.
as this scratch DJing thing. I can kind of work any scratch into anything kind of thing, like overlay stuff on everything, and
Yeah.
as the song is playing and being able to change the tempo of what I'm doing in the moment and stuff like that. Whereas there are some guys that just kind of bought in because they needed a DJ. They didn't know a DJ. They brought in their mate to sort of try and be the DJ and not be able to hit those notes. Just have to have everything kind of synced up, ready to go. And, no click track, nothing like that, just going in. but yeah, no, we are having that conversation as well. And like we say, Mr. Hahn, Sid from Slipknot as well. Um, you've got oh crap, who else? DJs. Oh, DJ Lethal. Can't not talk about DJs and metal bands without DJ Lethal of Limp Bizkit.
Oh,
Um,
Limp
Yeah,
Bizkit.
yeah,
Yeah, of
yeah.
course.
Kilgore from Incubus as well. I'm a geek on that sort of side of things, so I could just rattle on all of those. Um, and because I did it and I fought that corner for the new metal scene, because I was always the point of like any metalhead would be like, "What the fuck you got a DJ? What the fuck you doing with the? You know, he doesn't do anything, just makes noises." So I had to fight
There's
that.
a lot.
It was back then. It was. I'm okay now. I'm over it. Um, I'm not in a band anymore, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm still a DJ, so it's fine. Um, but yeah, no, that sort of element and stuff, and with the electronic elements coming in on those bands, like Linkin Park and stuff like that, I could definitely see how that like influenced that genre completely. Because they kind of always had electronic beats and things
Yeah,
like that, and just synthesizers and all that kind of stuff on there.
yeah.
And
So
yeah,
yeah, if we go, because we were talking about our album,
yeah,
um, although I love talking about, I love
yep. No, that's all right.
like getting
We've
lost in.
got to keep it on brand, you see. Um, so
We did we really deliberately? I think because for the time being was our first album.
yeah,
yes,
I don't think we wrote anything deliberately.
okay.
Like everything just came, and there's like classic metalcore
Mhm.
on it. There's kind of how should I call it? Kind of Deftonesy, because it's just us exploring.
yeah,
Yeah, it's your
yeah,
first album.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's our
It's
first album.
it's the production of all the demos you kind of put together
Yeah,
beforehand,
yeah,
and
and
how you are, and then obviously that's why I say the second album is always the most
yeah,
difficult, because it's like, where do you go from there? What elements do you want to continue? Do you just want to continue hitting all the different things?
funny. It's funny you
Or
say it's funny you say that because for me, and I guess for
yeah,
us,
yeah,
the second album is way easier
yeah, yeah, most
because
definitely.
we have a vision now.
Yeah,
okay, good.
The first album, we recorded that in like 3 songs at a time.
hmm,
Okay,
We had this one guy. We paid 500 euros per song, and we just went there. We recorded 3 songs. He would mix 3 songs, master 3 songs, and that would be 500 euros per song.
okay,
Um, and every time we went there, it was a whole other vibe.
yeah,
Because we went there one time for I believe it was 127
definite.
definite, and
That's it. I think the first time.
yeah, maybe
Yeah,
maybe that was the first time. So those are really uh, like what we talked about, kind of the Browning, Ask Alexandria influenced songs. Um, then we did Blur, Sober.
yeah.
No, we
Way
did we
at the
did
end
we
of
did Black
the start.
Box,
Yeah,
and it was every time we went there, we did 3 songs, and it was every time it was a whole other vibe.
yeah,
yeah,
which
And
is
every
cool actually.
yeah,
We really dig that. Yeah,
which is super cool.
yeah.
But we didn't have any direction, and anytime we were writing something, I was like, is this is this really cool? Um, and yeah, it was hard. And now for the second album,
yeah,
we um and by we I especially mean Anthony, because Anthony is
the main
the
guy.
the 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 the, the visionary.
Okay,
Anthony
yeah,
is our Steve Jobs.
okay,
Um, and we really have like a vision
Yeah,
of what we want it to sound like
yeah,
and
yeah,
what we want to do. And a cool thing about us, in my opinion, and this may sound a little what's the word?
Yeah.
Self-include posh?
Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
Posh? I don't know the
Posh.
word.
Okay. Posh is
Uh,
like kind of like, rich, entitled.
no, that's
No,
not what I
no,
mean.
more
Okay.
like being full of yourself, I think.
Oh, full of yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Ego, bit of an ego.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
a cool thing about us is that we have all studied music.
Yeah.
We
Mm,
went to conservatory. We don't just do stuff. We know what we're doing, and
Yeah.
okay, good.
we know about we think harmony is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And harmony is something that I really and harmony is something that I miss in modern metal. I do not listen to most popular bands right now
Okay.
because it's all chugga 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 chugga
Yeah.
chugga and it's all the same formula
Super heavy.
and it's heavy
Mhm.
to be heavy
Yeah.
and
Yes.
there's not much else to it in my opinion.
Okay.
And Anthony really he's like Paul McCartney writing metal.
Nice.
So cool.
That's quite the
So
mantle, that
cool.
one.
Whenever he finishes a demo and he shows it to us. Of course, you don't show music,
Mm.
but you know what I
Yeah.
mean. We're all like, dude, how?
Yeah.
How do you come up with this shit?
I don't know either.
It's awesome, but that's because it's harmonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not heavy to be heavy. It's heavy when it has to be heavy. It's
Yeah.
heavy
Yeah.
when the song asks for it.
It's deliberate.
And yeah, it's
Yeah.
deliberate. And I'm gonna piss a lot of people off now, but Sleep Token.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most definitely. Yeah.
Sleep Token is exactly this thing that I love. It's harmonic. It's heavy when it has to be heavy.
Yep.
But it's most of the time it's just good music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a deliberate nature to that.
Yeah.
And
So
and you're gonna hear this in our next album. We love Sleep Token.
okay. Interesting. I was going to ask about what's coming next. So,
Yeah, we
are you Sleep Token? Because we've not seen them without the masks.
no, we're
Oh,
not. We're
no.
not Sleep
Okay.
Token.
All right. Just making
I
sure.
wish I wish we were, because then we'd be doing very well.
It's funny. It's funny, like, because that's a band I've tracked for so long. I say so long. It's been a few years, and I've seen them play like small venues over the years. And I saw them headline a little festival a couple of years ago, and at that point, I was like, "Shit, they're gonna go." And like, as long as they've
Yeah,
got the right people, I guess, around them, like
yeah,
they can turn that production into something.
and they did
And
get
they
the
did. Look
right
at
Yeah.
people
Download
around them.
Festival. Like they got named as headliners for that, which is totally out of like off the wall, if you will, on that
Yeah,
Yeah.
respect, because they have been around for a while, to be fair, but they've kind of they had this like sudden massive blow up. Um, what's caused that, I don't know. Their music is good. Their visual side of things is impressive as well. But there's always been bands with masks. There's always been bands with all that kind of stuff. But
yeah, but
must be this generation's one, because there's like generations in the past. Obviously, Slipknot were the big ones before this.
yeah,
And it took a while for people to see them without the masks, like
yeah.
deliberately them taking them off or whatever.
I doubt whether they're ever gonna show their faces
I mean, they don't.
because
So,
because Corey Taylor, I'm a huge fan of Slipknot.
mm,
And Corey Taylor, like they started the whole thing with Slipknot that it's not about the way we look, it's about the music.
yeah,
But Corey Taylor is a star.
he
Mm.
is.
He is a star.
He is.
He's an awesome guy. He's charismatic.
Yep.
I I doubt if Vessel, like
Yeah,
You
the
know
singer.
who Vessel
Yeah.
is. I doubt that Vessel is that kind of guy.
That's the thing. That's what I mean. Looking at his mannerisms and stuff like that, it doesn't come across like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, obviously behind the mask, super confident, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, I don't know them, but like I've seen
Yeah,
them,
but
I've watched them.
we've had this conversation a lot, right?
Yeah.
Performing live, we've done it a lot, but it uh, no matter how much, at least for me, no matter how many times I do it, I keep being nervous
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and I
yeah,
keep being insecure.
yeah,
And we've had the conversation a lot, me and Anthony. Like, i- if I if I would if I put on a mask,
Yeah.
that would all go away.
With this picture.
I would not give one shit,
Yeah.
and it would really, and that is a big part of your performance, right?
yeah,
If you're a performing artist, you'll know this. It's not about your skills. It's about how comfortable you are on stage,
yeah.
in my opinion.
No, it is. It's definitely.
Because you can be $1 million guitarist, but if you're not comfortable on stage,
Yeah.
it's not going to be fun to watch. I'd rather watch someone be comfortable on stage and make a few mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we've often had like the
Yeah.
the joke, shouldn't we just wear masks? Because that would take a lot of the anxiety away, and
Yeah.
the anxiety is what holds you back.
Yeah, it is. It is. I've over the years, obviously, like I said, I was in bands and stuff like that. So I worked on my stage presence throughout the years.
Yeah.
Obviously, as in one band, I was a DJ, another band, I was the front man. And
Seriously? You're a
yeah,
vocalist?
yeah, did a bit of that.
Cool.
Mainly screaming, low ground, all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Bit Will Haveny, I think is the term we used at the time. So the guitars were very like drone, down tuned, very, anyway. Um, but the band was called Victorian Whore Dogs, so that might give you a, a an idea of what it was like. But yeah, exactly. But and obviously DJing over the years, because that needs stage presence as well. You need to be confident behind those, or at least look confident behind those turntables, or controller, or whatever you have in front of you,
Yeah.
to project on the people that are there in front of you. Because if you're kind of like looking down a lot, like this, like you can't see my face or anything like that,
Shoegaze.
then yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Then they're not gonna, like, people aren't gonna respond, and you're not gonna
Yeah.
feel that from them either. And it's just a way of like having that kind of, I guess, open body language,
Yeah.
looking comfortable.
I, just
Necessarily,
today, just today, I was Pink. I don't know if you know this festival. It's called Pink Pop.
yeah, I've heard of the festival. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's really big. It's um yeah, it doesn't matter.
right,
It's local to our province
okay,
in the Netherlands, and
yeah,
our province is often looked down upon
okay,
because we talk funny.
oh, okay,
Yeah, according to the rest of the Netherlands, we talk funny. But we have pink pop, so that's something we're really proud of. And I've been in this vibe lately of watching old pink pop performances.
okay,
And today I watched System of a Down, and I watched Deftones. And if you do not look at the screen while you're listening to the
yeah.
performances, they're not good.
No, never live stuff. I mean,
They're not good.
System of a Down. Every
But
time,
it's
every
they
time.
are they are such iconic and awesome
Yeah,
acts, and I'm not bashing them.
no, no,
Don't
sorry.
get me wrong. I'm not bashing them. They are awesome, but it's all charisma.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
charisma.
It's true.
Yeah, no, that's it. I mean,
And that's the thing I hate. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on, but
no,
that's the thing I hate about like I said, we went to Jarrah on Air.
Yeah.
Jarrah on Air is also a local festival to um, our province, which we are really proud of in the Netherlands. and we watched a lot of bands, and a lot of these bands, even bands that I think don't need it,
Oh yeah.
play to backing tracks, and they tune their vocals live,
Yep.
and I hate it.
Yeah. No, that's been
Because
a massive influx of that recently.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, last few years.
in my opinion, the whole thing about our genre,
Yeah.
metal, punk, is that it's real.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
No matter, you can say anything, but it's real.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
It's like,
are
like,
we are the remaining hippies.
yeah.
I don't know if you know Melissa Cross.
Yes.
That's yeah.
The vocalist coach.
She once said the spirit that everyone lost in the 70s, and the Woodstock spirit that everyone lost in the 70s, that lived on in like Vans Warped Tour in the early 2000s. I think it's even the 2010s.
Yeah.
That spirit lived on because the music is real,
Mhm.
and that's gone now.
Yeah.
And
No,
I
definitely.
hate it.
It's funny you mentioned Melissa
Hate
Cross.
it. And
I absolutely adore her. She came and did a masterclass about, I think it was probably about 20 years ago now, that I attended to help with my voice and everything like that, and learn how to scream without, like, without
training.
properly damaging myself.
Yeah.
And she was she was great. She's like this little guru that it's
Yeah,
like
she is.
it's like this. I think they call it this. Was it the screen? Zen of
Zen of
Screaming.
Screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was fantastic. I mean, she looks after, or looked after, some of the biggest like bands that I can name: Lamb of
Yeah.
God, Vision Disorder, back in the day, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, her techniques and stuff like that, fantastic. I've got the DVD somewhere in here.
Yeah,
that
me too.
Using the warm up CD and doing the rotunda, all that. I just remember that from the video. But yeah, no, I attended a masterclass with her. Like I said, about 20 years ago in London, and it was amazing. Like, just like, obviously her experiences are one thing, but the actual techniques that she was teaching us, and how to, the little bits of the little tips she was giving me and stuff like that, were just like,
Yeah.
they've helped me throughout. They've helped me maintain my voice throughout this, even
Yeah.
for this. Like, I'm talking for however long. I've done over 300 episodes of this thing. And like when I'm DJing and stuff as well, because I like to use the microphone as well to kind of, talk to the crowd and whatever. But yeah, all stuff like that. It's just helped me with that, helped me warm up for that, made sure I'm hitting those warm ups, those warm downs. If my voice does go, how I take care of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm drinking Vocal Zone tea. Like, that's not a recreational drink. Vocal Zone's like it's just a yellow.
I have to admit, I've been drinking beer this whole
No,
time.
that's all right. That's
I'm
all right.
sorry.
No, it's all right. That's perfectly fine. I won't mention you're at work drinking beer. It's fine. Fine.
Okay. This is not during office hours.
I was gonna say you're on a break right now. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm on my daily break.
Yeah. But no, I was like, I was looking. I've seen the Pink Pop Festival, so if that's your area of the Nether, I was going to ask what part of the Netherlands you were from.
Yeah, it's like the little wiener of the Netherlands.
Okay.
The southern
Southern part.
eastern part.
Yeah. Because I'd like, obviously, everyone knows what Amsterdam is, all that kind of stuff. The sort
No,
of,
Amsterdam is very far away.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I might be going there in a couple of months for an EDM, I'll say EDM, electronic music festival.
ADE.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So I
Yeah.
might be going to that. But yeah, no, it's good to know where you're actually based, because I was going to ask that. But I've got a couple of questions left for you, if that's all right. Then I'll let you get on with the rest of well.
I will try not to sidetrack.
No, it's fine.
I'm so sorry.
You're gonna sidetrack on these last questions. Don't worry, because they are they're open-ended, and they can be quite varying questions. You might have partially already answered it, but what I want to find out from each of you, are your three most pivotal records in your life. Now, not your favorite three, like your top three, not that.
Mhm.
No, these are like when you heard a particular song when you were younger, or
Yeah.
an album, or someone introduced you to this band or whatever, those records. So,
You mean albums or
either
songs?
it can be a single song because obviously you go back on TV, there were a lot of singles and stuff like that back when, and it could have been you heard it on the radio and you're like, oh, I want to do that, or that's what made you want to be a musician. That's what made you want to pick up the guitar, pick up
Yeah.
whatever, made you want, when you went to music school and stuff like that. But if you
Right.
could pinpoint three particular records, that would be awesome. We can do
Yeah.
Are you gonna go first?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I gotta think about this.
So
Yep.
I think the first main one would be Reckless and Relentless from Asking Alexandria.
Nice. Yep.
I just really love the sound, the way Danny screamed,
Yep.
and so the full album basically.
Yes.
Yeah, it just hit me.
Yeah.
And the tone of it and the songwriting, the way the subtle electronic elements were incorporated. I actually liked the way they dumped it a bit down from their
Mhm.
first one,
Yep.
because I sometimes felt like that was a little bit too much. So I really like that one.
Nice.
The second one would be Mesmer from North Lane, I think.
Okay, cool.
That's what it's called, right?
You gotta name three though.
Yeah, I know. So
Just saying.
But North Lane, another.
yeah, North Lane, and I'll go through it. Yeah. So the third one, I think it's the most important one for me at this moment.
Yeah.
Would be Sundowning by Sleep Token. I adore that album. I love it. Everything about it. I love it.
Nice. Solid three albums there.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no, Asking Alexandria, obviously we talked about them earlier and
Yeah.
the influence they had on you guys. And but North Lane, yeah, another one.
Yeah.
I just forget these, like there's these certain bands that kind of have cropped up over the years that I kind of missed out on initially, but going back and listening, they're like just some amazing output
Yeah,
that they put
yeah,
out.
definitely.
You've made this so much harder for
Sorry.
me. Because I thought I had it. I thought I had it, and then you named North Lane. I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, North Lane."
Yeah.
But yeah, Sleep Token, we already talked about Sleep Token. We had quite an extensive, but yeah, that album's pretty good on there as well. And yeah, it's just they've been putting out a lot of good content, and I do hope it keeps going for them. Like I do hope it's sort of like we're going to get this new crop of headliners, not to
Yeah.
diss any of the old guard, but like it's nice to have like that. Bring Me the Horizon,
Yes.
and just like just like I mean, obviously those are both British bands, but like to see those new headliners come through. I think is it Slaughter to Prevail have just been announced for a headliner of a festival here for next year as well. So they're kind of on that way up as
Yeah.
well, kind of coming out of that like metalcore, hardcore sound. But they're headlining Bloodstock Festival, I think, if I remember right. Yes, they are. So that's pretty huge for them. I mean, it's huge for the scene as well because it's like
definitely.
new bands. Obviously, they're sandwiched between two reputable headliners, like guaranteed kind of like quality headliners. But now, yeah, I'm hoping this new wave will not eclipse the likes of Iron Maiden and all that lot, but just kind of give that moment of changing of the guard because it's been the same for so long.
Yeah, way
Only
too
a
long.
few bands have kind of broken into it over the years.
If I can just mention one artist right now,
Yeah.
Youngblood.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The thing about Youngblood is I don't know a single song.
Yeah,
Seriously.
he was he kind of
I cannot there is not one chorus from Youngblood that I can sing along to.
Yeah.
But I get bombarded with this with like reels and TikToks from him, and I love this guy.
He's such a charismatic
He
guy.
is so he is just pure talent.
yeah, it's one of those artists that
If I see him and I'm not overdrijven, exaggerating.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating. When I see a video of him performing, I see Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. No, he kind of
I'm not ashamed to say it.
no, no,
That's
it's
just
fine. It's fine.
that guy is pure talent.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Pure
I mean,
talent.
he came out like he was very much an online talent, if you will. Like my kids knew of him
Yeah.
like a few years ago. They saw videos of
Okay.
him. They've kind of talked about him in the past. Like, I mean, they're sort of mid-teens at the moment. So, you know, early on, like in that career, and he was doing like these small shows. He was very kind of open about his uh what he, you know, his mental like his neuro oh,
You're spicy.
yeah, neurospicy or whatever he had, like ADHD, you know,
Yeah.
wearing you know, genre fluid clothing, all that kind of stuff. And then like the moment I think that everyone kind of like realized what we had was the Aussie concert we
Of
had,
course.
Yeah.
and he
Of
did
course.
changes, and I mean,
Yeah.
it gave me
God
goosebumps
damn.
thinking about it right now. And I know for a fact people that were there that I know were like, who the fuck is young bloods are, like, you know, he's not metal, he's not, you know, and but he obviously he'd become friends with the Osbournes and all that kind of stuff, so he kind of got his way in, and he's very much of the same upbringing
Yeah.
in that respect. But yeah, when he did that, everybody's heads turned, and everybody's like, you know, the
I
day
respect
after he played like this tiny show in Kingston, which is a tiny little town outside London, and Steven
and
Tyler was in the audience of Aerosmith. Steven fucking Tyler was in his audience watching him.
That's sick. Yeah.
And you're like, that's royalty right there.
Yeah.
But it's like the changing of the guard in this respect. So we get,
Steven Tyler is from Aerosmith, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
he's the singer from Aerosmith.
Oh my God, I felt so
Yeah,
stupid.
that's all right. But like, because he performed at the Aussie thing,
Dude,
and then, and yeah, it was crazy. But
again, I'm gonna piss a lot of people off saying this,
Here we go.
but I have
just your
never
platform.
um let me s- let me put it this way. I've never appreciated Black Sabbath
Okay.
before.
Yeah.
I have Black Sabbath on repeat daily
Yeah. I
Yeah.
see it on
because of Youngblood.
Yeah.
Because of his performance, I started listening to the song Changes,
Yes. Yeah.
and that led me to War Pigs.
Yeah.
I would never have listened to that song before, but now I have it on repeat.
Yeah.
I blast it daily,
No,
and
that's,
it's
I mean,
awesome.
that's what
And
it's about.
I've always had like this kind of um teenagey ja, ik kom weer niet op het woord. My accent makes it sound like I'm good at English, but I suck at English.
That's all right. It's all right. We'll get, it's fine. It's fine. So like you had this kind of like teenage angstery kind of thing going on. Is that what you're sort
Yeah.
of saying?
So I was always into Slipknot and Linkin Park, and I was always like, the old school was so boring,
Yes.
and now I'm really starting to appreciate like Black Sabbath,
Hmm.
and Ozzy Osbourne solo,
Yes.
and it's
Yeah.
so cool,
Yeah.
It is like some
so
of
fucking cool.
his back catalogue is amazing.
Yeah.
Like it got kind of like here in this country, we've always kind of appreciated Black Sabbath because they are the founders of heavy metal. They are
Yeah.
the ground that we built this genre on. And they continued to release stuff over the years, and all of it was quality stuff, but it wasn't mainstream. So it kind of gets pushed aside, and then he did the reality show with MTV, and that kind of brought him back into the sort of foray or people's like eye. But then obviously we saw the outpouring of love and affection for Ozzy Osbourne in
Yeah.
this event, and the funeral, which was like the funeral that he had was like the funeral for royalty.
Yeah.
You know, there was people, like thousands upon thousands of people lining the streets. People traveled from all over the world just to be in that part, obviously throwing flowers, singing all his songs. But like I said, with any kind of like genre like yourself, you've only just got into them. It doesn't matter when you get on the train or the crazy train. in this case.
Yeah.
As long as you're on it now.
See what you did there.
Yeah, I know, right? I've done this. This is great. I'm loving this fun. My brain's working overtime right now. But it's like it doesn't matter when you get on the train, you're on the train. Like there's a lot of bands that I haven't heard of that have been around
Yeah.
for a while, and I interview them on here, and it's like the first time I've heard them was the release they sent or whatever I got, but they've been around for 10 years.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Like I'm on the train now. You're on
Yeah.
the Black Sabbath Ozzy Osbourne train now.
And a cool thing, and maybe people are gonna hate me for saying this as well, but I'm a singer, and
Yeah.
I overanalyze every every note, every sentence,
Yep.
everything. The way he sings in the like the Black Sabbath records from the 70s, super poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like he knew where we were going.
Yeah.
But it's so like the way he like ends phrases and the way just the way he phrases things, it's super poppy.
Yeah,
I really enjoy like singing along to it and being like, dude, that's how I sing.
Yeah.
That's how I would sing this today.
Yeah.
And these songs are 40 fucking years old.
Yeah, I mean his
So
musical,
cool.
yeah, his musical influence,
Yeah.
like it was
It's
the Beatles, it was
way ahead
Frank
of its
Valley,
time. Way ahead of its time.
and he just incorporated those influences into the heavy music. Like his like I say, his vocal line would fit on a pop song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Super cool.
it
Yeah.
works so well with that. But with the heavy music, it was that total contrast because
Yeah.
no one had heard
Yeah.
like down-tuned guitars, like heavy guitars, anything like that.
So cool.
But with his voice, it made it accessible for people. It
Yeah.
made because he didn't scream, he didn't shout. It was, the only time he did that was when he was running backwards and forwards on stage and screaming at the crowd. But his
Yeah.
vocals were always that just like clean,
Yeah.
just
So
clean,
cool.
and it was just like it was amazing because then like bands took that there, and obviously you've got like Judas Priest where their voice is really high, and you've got like obviously bands like Megadeth, Metallica, where it's kind of like you've got the gruff low with like heat on the voice and stuff like that. But yeah, no, his influence will go
Yeah.
on. From
I
people with
promise we wouldn't.
Youngblood was
I
your
promised I wouldn't sidetrack. We sidetracked,
we
by
did
the way.
sidetrack, but we can get back on this train.
Yeah, we because I
cool.
guess it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Yeah. Yeah. 3 albums.
Did you name 3 albums?
I did, yeah.
Which ones did you name?
I said Sundowning was the last one I said, Mesmer from Northlake, and Reckless and
Reckless and Relentless.
Yeah.
Right. Well, because you said which album made you want to be a musician?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. This is way too hard for me because I listen to everything. Like
when you were younger, was there?
Yeah, when I was younger, I
favorite?
was Michael Jackson was my biggest influence.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna name artists.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right?
Yeah.
So Michael Jackson.
Yep.
I'm gonna include Queen.
Okay. Cool.
I'm not gonna name Queen as a primary, but I'm gonna mention Queen.
Yeah.
Then there's the band that got me into metal, which is Escape the Fate.
Okay. Yep.
Ronnie Radke
Yeah.
was my idol. Still love him. He's fucking weird.
He is.
Love his music. No comment on the rest, but I love his music.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we used to listen to the song with the tapping riff.
Oh yeah, is it Webs We Weave? No.
No, Webs We
My
Weave.
Apocalypse.
My Apocalypse. Webs We Weave.
Yep.
For the record, is my first metal song. That was the song that got me into metal.
Okay. Cool.
Webs We Weave from Escape the Fate. My Apocalypse was a banger.
Definitely, yeah.
then we got into then we got into falling in reverse because he started falling in reverse. Then we got into Ask Alexandria, and
Okay.
Ask Alexandria really is the band that got me into like metalcore
Yeah.
because Escape the Fate is considered
Screamo.
post
Yeah.
hardcore
Yeah.
scream.
Screamo. Yeah.
Um,
Emo is
Ask
screamo.
Alexandria got me into metalcore. Um, I learned my first screams by imitating Danny Warsnop's lows.
Nice.
There have been th like 3 years of my life I have only been able to do low screams because I was just imitating Danny Warsnop's lows and I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't push it up higher. I couldn't do anything. There was just the that I could
Yeah.
and I can't even do it anymore
Yeah.
because I've moved on to like fries
Yes.
and if I try it now it just hurts and it
Yeah.
sounds dumb but that's what made me that's what got me into screaming.
Nice.
That's two, right?
Uh, you've named three.
Fuck.
You've named three artists, but
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
I'm
You,
just
you
looking for those like those
There's so
particular.
much more. Then there's I'm sorry I'm gonna cheat on your
I,
game.
it's fine. It's all right. That's all
Gonna
good.
ignore your rules.
Yeah.
Then there's North Lane, which
Yeah.
North Lane is what really
Yeah.
drove our first album.
yeah.
Okay.
I think the main influence on for the time being was North Lane.
Yeah, I think so
Okay.
too. Yeah.
I think you can hear it in my vocals.
Yeah.
I think you can hear it in his guitar.
Yeah.
It's just the what's the album called? Mesmer.
Yeah. Madman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Node was great as well.
Yeah, Node is
the first one with Marcus.
with Citizen on it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's Node.
Mm.
I think for the time being, Endeavour is Node by North Lane.
Nice.
And then there's this whole epiphany I had when I started listening to Sleep Token, because
Yep.
he had been trying to get me into Sleep Token for
Yeah.
2 years. And then finally this song Hypnosis came
Yes. Yeah.
and it just clicked.
Yeah.
And to me, it's the perfect combination of metal and Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I can hear that. Yeah.
It's Michael Jackson and metal.
Yeah.
The R&B singing and the sexy
Yeah.
sexy vibe and that's it for me.
Yeah.
And that's when we started writing album 2 and that's what you're gonna hear on album 2.
Yeah. Yeah. In a way. In a way.
Nice.
There's one song even that we call the Michael Jackson.
Okay.
One demo
Yes, I was
for
gonna say,
album
it's the
2
project
that
name.
we call the Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's just Michael Jackson.
Nice. Nice bit of funky.
I'm not saying I'm as good a singer as Michael Jackson.
How about
but-
dancer? And you dance.
Yeah. He's a great dancer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch me, boy.
I look forward to seeing the video for this. Get those TikTok clips done.
Yeah.
And,
That's
all that kind of stuff. The reels and whatever the kids do these days.
But yeah, so Michael Jackson, Queen, Skip the Fate, Ask Alexandria, North Lane, and then Sleep Token, and then in my opinion, we've come full circle.
Yes.
yeah. In a way. Yeah.
Because Sleep Token is just fucking everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Everything that I love.
They're doing.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Well, final questions for you both.
Mhm.
So, away from the band, away from music, what are your hobbies?
I actually I don't do anything else besides music. Actually,
Okay. So, nothing 24/7.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Anthony
yeah.
doesn't have a life.
Well, yeah yeah it's true.
Fair.
He will message us at 9:30 p.m. That is,
Yeah.
for the Americans here, or for the English speaking. He will message us. Could you guys check this post because I'm gonna post it tomorrow? And and everyone's like, dude, it's 9:30. no one's gonna check this. But sure, post
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We love
But
you.
it, yeah, I know.
I'll
But
check.
it's there's a lot of different avenues within music to pursue. So
Yes.
I'm always busy, and I love being able to just mainly do music the most of the time
Yeah.
when
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
sleeping. So
Because he's
yeah,
because he's a teacher,
yeah,
a
music
music
teacher.
teacher by day,
Yeah,
Okay.
and then his free time he spends on Endeavour,
yeah.
and he's
Yeah, I'm actually since for about a year, I think, maybe a bit longer, I've been producing and writing for different acts besides
Oh,
my
okay.
own.
Yep. Okay.
Keeps me busy, yeah.
So music 24/7 for you.
Yeah,
So it is your life, it is your job, it is your hobby, it is your passion, it's your
it
band.
is. Yeah.
Um, 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 but yeah, Ihes, what about you?
yeah, like I said, we're in my office now.
Yes.
So my things, my whole life have always been computers and music.
Okay.
And I have worked at this company called Redux Gaming.
Yep.
We sell gaming PCs. We went through a bankruptcy, which sucks, of course,
Yep.
but we restarted. That's the term, right, in English,
Yeah.
restart.
Yeah. You restarted.
We
Yeah.
restarted, and then I actually became general manager,
Okay. Cool.
and that's my whole life.
Okay.
So I'm just here, and I actually live next door. So
Get
my
away from.
life is just being here or being one door,
So
one door.
what are the plans for the band going forward? Obviously, you're writing album two. Have you got any shows coming up you can sort of plug or anything like that? Obviously, we've got the EP out that's coming out gradually. Everyone, it will be fully out by September the 5th. It's called.
Currently, we
We
don't have too many shows planned,
yeah
but
we
we've got one festival which booked us, I think, a couple of days ago. So it's
Okay, cool.
for 2026, the summer 2026.
Yeah,
So
yeah we have always been as a Endeavor has always been in this cycle of we're writing music, we're playing shows,
yeah,
and then we are writing songs that we're so proud of that we don't want to perform the old songs anymore. So we just decide to not play, and we're like, all right, we're gonna play when the new songs are finished. And then the new songs were finished, and then the newer songs are even better.
it's a never-ending
And then
cycle.
we're like, all right, we're gonna do more shows when the newer songs are finished, and that's the cycle that we've
Yeah.
been in for
yeah,
3 years.
But it takes a lot of time to really
Yeah.
get the new music where we want it to be, and
yeah.
we really had to focus
Yeah.
on getting that right.
And
So
honestly, me especially, I'm really anxious on stage, so I'm not really comfortable doing songs that waar ik niet achter sta.
yeah, not fully behind, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not really comfortable doing songs that I'm not 100%
Yeah,
Yeah,
not passionate
um,
about.
overtuigd. Oh man, I suck at English.
It's all right. It's either you're not confident with, or
Yeah,
you're not
Yeah.
yeah,
enthusiastic.
I'm not comfortable doing songs that I'm not 100% confident with.
Yes, yeah. So you need to
Yeah.
practice. You need to make sure you
So,
are.
it takes
Oh,
some time. Yeah.
yeah. So I've always, me especially, I've always been like, let's do shows when these songs are finished.
Mm.
And then I'm like, then there's newer songs, and I'm like, let's do shows when these songs are finished. But now, I think we're better than ever.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm really getting over that anxious feeling
yeah,
that because I really am a perfectionist, and I hate when there's one note that's wrong or flat or whatever, the whole gig is ruined for me,
Yeah, it
and I
feels
just suck.
bad. Yeah,
I
yeah.
just suck the
That,
rest of the.
yeah, that is something all musicians have, to be honest, because you're the only
Yeah,
one that will notice that
yeah,
thing. So if you're a guitarist, you hit a bum note, you're the
Yeah.
only one that will notice that, unless you've got someone like super like in like looking at you. But yeah, coming off stage, I remember like coming off stage when like I'd mess something up or the drummer had messed something up or something like that, and we'd be kicking ourselves.
yeah,
And eventually it took a few years to be fair, but eventually I just sort of let it go
Yeah.
because I sort of
yeah,
started listening to like some other music, and there were mistakes in that recorded music, but they kept them in there because it kept it real.
For
Yeah.
me, uh, I'm sort of ja, genezen. I'm
You're-
healing.
Yep.
Because before I would be just focused on the performance.
Yeah.
Now I'm focusing more and more on whether we had fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, that is the important part.
And
Helps. Yeah.
yeah, and that's right. Yeah, that's what makes me proud.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we have fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have fun.
we're doing good. We had a gig like 3 weeks ago. It was kind of it felt out of our league because we were just asked to play there, and it was a pretty big festival,
Yeah.
and the power went out like halfway through the set.
Yeah.
It was a not looking back, it was a nightmare, but we handled it so well
Yeah.
Yeah.
in retrospect, and we just had fun, and that really turned me around. It's really about having fun and not about being perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly. The perfection bit you can leave on the record.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you want to
Yeah.
hyper
That's
like do stuff, you can tweak everything that you
yeah.
Yeah.
Circling back to me listening to Pink Pop
yeah.
shows of Deftones and System of a Down, far from perfect.
I mean I was gonna say at the
It's
time,
awesome because they are having
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say at the time because I've seen System of a Down a couple of times, and every time they weren't very good. Just didn't sound very good. And I don't know what that was, but they looked like they were having fun on stage, which is, kind of what you get
Yeah,
into the vibe of. But audibly, it was like, mm. But
that's what it's about.
Deftones has been up and down. I've seen Deftones probably about 12, 15 times in my, and
Dude,
I'm gonna go see them again next year. I got tickets for their,
Cool.
have you seen Tool?
yes, yeah.
You've seen them all, man.
I am that
Here,
old. I'm
here's
well
me.
traveled.
Here's me going to a Tool tribute in my like my hometown.
Well, that is the more
I've
affordable
never
option,
seen
to be
Tool.
fair, compared to how much these bands pay for tickets now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I worked it out. I went to go see Deftones in 1997. Was the first time I saw them.
I was born in that year.
Okay, now I feel old. A few more grey hairs have formed out here. But and I looked at the ticket price, and it was £8.50, which is
Wow.
about nine euros, 9, 10 euros.
Yeah,
Um,
That's
and then I went to go see them the year after that. They came back and did the Around the Fur tour. And that was like £9.50 a ticket. This time round,
it's 100.
yeah, I've just paid like 85 quid a ticket
Yeah,
to go see him for seats.
yeah, but that's what the legacy bands are just they're expensive.
Yeah.
They are. But the new Deftones album is really good. I'm really enjoying that right now.
I have not listened. I have actually, and that's one of the I talked about me getting into like the classics.
Hmm.
I have also been getting. I've always been into System of a Down, Slipknot,
Yeah.
like as far as classics go.
Hmm.
But Deftones, I've only been listening to for like 2 months,
Okay.
and it's a hard. I like it and I want to like it, but it's a hard band for me to get into.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, they've not got the uniform sort
Yeah.
of sound of that era.
I love Tool. Tool is one of my favorite bands ever.
Yeah,
But
that like
uh
just
but
overriding
I
all.
don't know, Slipknot just or Deftones
Yeah.
just it's hard for me to get into. But I see the musicianship and I see the I see what everyone likes, but I just doesn't click with me.
That's fine. They're not, it's not made for everyone, and everyone's got their own tastes and whatnot, so it's all good. Uh,
Yeah. But the song with the singer of Tool,
yes, Passenger.
what's it called? Passenger. God
Oh,
damn, that's a banger, man.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
that that album that was on White Pony was their
yeah, White Pony. RX Queen is also
yeah.
is a banger.
Digital Bath I really like on that album as well. But I could talk Deftones. But my favorite album there is Around the Fur, which was the one before that.
Yeah, is that the one with Change and Shove It?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Their
yeah.
first album is good as well. I really like because it's quite raw, quite like, more on the new metal scale of things. Um, but yeah, no, Around the Fur is like one of my favorite albums of all time on that front. And White Pony's up there too, to be honest. But yeah, their new album, I've given it a couple of spins already, and I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of a hark back to that White Ponies era.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
They've not like diverged a lot.
Yeah.
No,
It's
they don't.
really going back to the core, the
Yeah,
thing they're good at. Yeah.
exactly. They've kept going with what they do, which you can
Yeah.
obviously applaud. They've the perseverance alone is kind of is worthy on that front. But no, like I say, I'm seeing them next year. And it'll be probably actually was it 97, 96? Yeah, almost 30 years since I first saw them.
Damn.
Which is absolutely insane to think about.
Yeah.
But they've been going 30 years, which is crazy to think about. Same with Core,
That's crazy.
same with like other bands like Limp Bizkit have been going that long.
Yeah.
So cool that they've and that's I hate the modern age. I hate TikTok and I hate AI specifically. It's garbage in my opinion. But bands like Deftones have stayed relevant because of
Yeah.
Yes.
TikTok, for
Well, that's
example.
it. That's it.
And it's so cool that they've managed to do that.
Yeah.
Because there's, I'm not a teacher anymore, but he's a teacher still, and he has like students 10 years old, and they know Deftones.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's just fucking crazy to think about.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
that's all because of TikTok.
Yeah.
So there is an upside.
Yeah.
It's definitely. I've discovered a few bands on there. Not gonna.
Yeah.
And I know the sort of downside of it. I grew up sort of being online almost. Like I had my first website in like when I was 15. So like 95, 96 year, like 1996, 95. And I had my own
You're old. I'm sorry, man.
but it was a magazine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
Fine,
sorry, that
fine.
was rude.
I found the website on the Wayback Machine as well.
That's just me deflecting
No,
because
it's
I'm
fine. Honestly,
yeah.
I know my kids tell me I'm old all the time. I'm used to it. It's fine. Like things like knowing that I've seen Deftones in like over the span of 30 years, that makes me feel old. But yeah, no, I had a very basic HTML website with magazine articles on it, like reviewing CDs and interviewing bands and stuff like that. And that has obviously evolved over time. I now do this. I now do a podcast. So I've kind of grown up on that side and I've seen the sort of pitfalls of various social medias and how that's influenced things. But there are some gems that come from each of them, like
Yeah,
MySpace, that birthed the whole scene.
definitely.
Yeah.
My little nephews are Deftones fans.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. It's the way it should be. It should be rediscovering these things
Yeah.
like 20
Yeah.
years down the line. And like even the band don't know. They're like, what, you heard this? You're like 5. Um, but and it's testament to that of like having those songs and the ability to them being rediscovered by people. And it's obviously through influences from modern bands saying Deftones was my influence. These kids going, who the hell are Deftones? They go back, they find their popular songs of that era, and then suddenly they're making videos about them. And
Yeah.
I've just discovered this band, and you know, it's the dream, obviously, of any old musician like myself. Anyone wants to pick up any of my stuff on, it is available to use on TikTok. Um, it won't happen. But it's like it's one of those things. It's like, you know, it's just that's the amazing part of the technology these days. But it is also the people influence. So you were like influenced by the likes of Linkin Park, who were a gateway band for so many people. Like, and I've learned this over the time I've done this podcast, of people of a certain age, like yourself, who grew up, and that was your sort of formidable years.
Yeah.
Where music, like when you get that music, you've got that taste. Like I remember bands from when I was 15, 16. There was Deftones, bands like that, Pitch Shifter. It was a lot of the sort of Britpop stuff as well. So like Oasis, Blur, bands of that time. Um,
Blur is awesome.
yeah, and just like going through that, and those were my like sort of bands of that time, and I know those bands. They've kind of, some of them have continued, some of them haven't. Um, but yeah, and those formidable years, like yourself, it was like the Asking Alexandria, the Linkin Park era, that
Yeah.
kind of like end of new metal, birth of the sort of post-hardcore,
Yeah, the crapcore era.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and all that stuff, you know, and it's just
Looking back, that's a band I love to talk about because looking back, Attack was cringe. Like it was really cringe.
hmm,
But Attack spawned Of Mice and Men.
yeah,
Attack spawned
Beartooth?
Beartooth, and they spawned Bill Murray.
Yeah, which is
yeah,
now
Bill Murray is
yeah.
one of my favorite bands right now.
nice.
And um and also Bill Murray gets recognized by Sleep Token because they ask Sleep Token or the Sleep Token asked Bill Murray to support them for the European branch of the tour,
Yep.
which we saw.
Yep. Yep.
And it's just
So cool.
Attack is there's one song I know by Attack, but Attack is just such a fucking cornerstone to
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah, it's
I love it. I love
yeah,
it.
it's great. It's great.
No, I've had
Fun
Of
to
Mice
watch.
and Men on the show before as well. I had the drummer, is it Vincenzo? I can't remember his name. But I've had them on the show before, and it was great to talk to them because of their legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
So cool.
and they were part of that, like you say, that movement of those bands, and obviously Attack were part of that. But they were Hot Topic core, I think they called them at some
Yeah.
point. Because you can go into Hot Topic, you could buy the clothes, you could buy the makeup, and you could buy the CD.
Yeah.
It was like a nice little package. But you know, and there was
You're a
like,
girl.
yeah, I've got compilations that Hot Topic used, because I used to live in the States, but I've got compilations they used to release, and it is all those bands. It is that, like that era, your era of bands in that respect.
Yeah.
And it was a whole different movement, but then, you know, it's sort of there now influencing the current crop of musicians like yourself. So there's going to be like a lot of like going back to that era. There's a lot of like, you know, putting your own mark on that era as well. There's a whole new metal thing happening at the moment with a lot of bands, like coming out now, like Tala, actually,
Yeah.
they're on that new metal, new core sort of sound. Tetrarch were another band as well that have been doing that. There's a few bands here in the UK that have been doing that as well, and kind of incorporating that new metal sound, but into their own sort of ideas with it. Like we had the hip hop, we had the sort of like the bare bones of new metal, the hip hop rock crossover, which is where it kind of grew out of. That funk kind of came into it as well. But yeah, and then it kind of took on from there. I added electronic elements into mine, very much in the vein of Slipknot and things like that. So harsh scratches, break beats, samples from various horror films, bit of Rob Zombie in there as well, I would say. Um, but now bands are coming in with electronic in the actual music, like yourselves.
Yeah.
There's a band called Seething Akira, who are from here, who are another band that are kind of on their way up. And you know, there's actually quite a few bands, in fact, that are coming through at the moment that are kind of incorporating all these elements, but taking influence from back to their formula, which was that kind of like Linkin Park or Avril Lavigne or Sum 41 and all that lot in that kind of, you know, era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Should we should we drop like a teaser on because we're talking about the token and load?
Well, I think we should wait with.
All
You're teasing something, but you can't tease it.
Yeah,
right.
it's
Well,
they
he's
let.
the boss. He's the boss. I really want to do it, but
So there's one cool thing about our new music.
Yep.
It's who we've been working with in terms of production, mix, and master.
Okay.
But we want to. Oh, let's say it like this. I want to wait with the reveal who it is.
Okay.
So, but guys really wants to tell. I actually want to do two, but I think it might be in a couple of months
Okay.
to
Cool.
yeah. But
Yeah.
we're really proud of it, and
yeah,
they have worked with
a lot of our
a lot of acts that we have mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. Cool.
So
Well, that's a
we're
teaser in itself.
yeah.
They keep
So
people
we're
going for it.
really excited, and we're really
Yeah.
proud to be working with them. Yeah.
No, that's amazing. I mean, that'll be, a nice little, it's a nice little teaser to end the show, to be fair. People, they can, if they stick around to the end of this, which is good on them, thank you. Uh, but yeah, there's something to look forward to from Endeavour. They're going to reveal something in a couple of months. But for now, they have an EP coming out fully on the 5th of September. It is called, what is it called? Damn it, where's it gone?
As of now,
As of now.
Yeah.
Fuck. I was doing
for the time being,
the time being.
as of now.
As of now, okay. That's what I was looking at. I was looking at the track for the time being. I knew that wasn't it. But it's called As of Now. It is the EP. It is out fully on the 5th, but 3 tracks are available now. So by the time this one comes out, the 3rd track will be out, by the way. But the 3 tracks are out now, so you can find them on all the streaming services, your Spotify's, your Apples, your Amazons, all that kind of stuff. Do you have a Bandcamp or anything like that as well you're releasing it on, or is that just for the full EP?
We do.
Do.
Yeah, we do.
So you can find them on. I'll put it in the show notes where you can find it all. But yeah, please obviously pre-save, download, stream, do all that kind of stuff. Are you releasing physical things for it, or is it just digital at the moment?
I think for the
Just
moment,
digital.
just digital. Yeah.
Yeah, just digital. That's fine. I like to if you do have physical products, I do like to encourage that with people because
Yeah.
I love I love vinyl and I love CDs, and it might be because I'm old, but I just
No, I love vinyl as well. So it's not
Good.
because you're old.
Oh, thank goodness for that. That's the one thing that redeemed me from that. But those 3 tracks are out now. So for the time being, the Djente remix, Black Box, the Dismade remix, and Definite, the Battletek remix are out. September the 5th, you'll hear Breathe, the Power Shift remix, and that will be the full EP available for you to stream on all the platforms. So please just have it continuously streaming. People get those streaming numbers up for them, and then they'll release album 2 and they'll be able to tell us exactly what they were talking about at the end there. But in case, and Anthony, thank you very much. Good luck with Endeavour. Good luck with the EP. And I hope to speak to you again when that second album is on its way as well.
Yeah,
Of course. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Absolutely my pleasure, guys. Thank you very much.